That's a difficult question. Who could have anticipated a global pandemic that would derail your Fulbright scholarship? But look, I think that I would say that it's important to just enjoy the process. Don't worry about doing things or not doing things. A lot of those things don't matter in the end. You just got to make the best of the situation. So I personally believe that dealing with adversity is a good thing. This is a very extreme example of adversity, but I think it really helps put things into perspective, particularly globally. We are really fortunate to live in a highly developed country, and there's governmental support and social security and free healthcare and things like that. So I think that it's important to just sort of check that, and compared to a lot of other countries in the world that may not be as fortunate as us.
Looking back on the epic year that was 2020, I have developed a greater awareness and gratitude for living in the moment. I'm the kind of person who usually likes to plan years in advance, but one thing COVID has taught me is that it's okay to focus on the now.
The January 2020 self thought that everything would be okay. And by September 2020, we wouldn't be having this conversation about what to do. And so the first lesson, I think, of the pandemic has been to have humility and not to be overconfident about which things will work out and which things won't. I do feel that in retrospect, now that we are speaking about maybe another year of online learning, or how things may not be back to normal even in 2021 for many people around the world, it seems like you can really only make the decision based on what you are given at the moment. And I know that there was a time in January, February 2020 where I felt desperately that if I could defer my education, I would. But I'm not so sure that that was necessarily going to be a bright idea, and I'm really pleased that I took the opportunity when it came and have made the best out of it.
I love to plan things. I'm a bit obsessed with planning, so in some ways this year has been very frustrating for me. Yet at the same time, I've had many unexpected opportunities. So I tell my January 2020 self, accept what you can't change, adapt, and when you see an exciting opportunity, seize it.
So I think, the main thing I tell myself is to clear out my schedule. Obviously, I'm really quite surprised of the opportunities that presented themselves, and I've had to, unfortunately, make some really difficult decisions about what I will commit to. And so, I think by ensuring that you're reducing the number of commitments that you have, you would really be able to maximize how many of these collaborative opportunities you're able to take. I guess the other way of ensuring you're making the right decision is by really figuring out what you want to get out of the course or the research project that you're working in. I guess if you're interested in a particular subject area, I'm really thinking about how these projects that get presented align with the interests.
Well, I guess I was saving all these plans, and I was going to do these different experiences, like I'd booked hotels and planned road trips and things with friends for the second year of my scholarship. So I guess if I was going to give myself advice in January, I'd say go do everything right now, because a pandemic's about to happen. So that perhaps, and I'd probably have some serious conversations about whether to leave the US or not, but in the end, I guess I made the right decision, because it was really about family, and it was really about being safe, and knowing that the Fulbright would continue to support the study and the research here.